Hi, my name is Ian Retallick and I help independent retailers to attract more customers to their business by leveraging the incredible power and automation of digital media. Now, the purpose of this video is to tell you a little bit about my background and also how I help retailers to grow their business by attracting high quality leads to their store. So I started out in retail when I was about 15 years old. I worked with my dad in men's fashion for about 5 years, where I learned a tremendous amount from him, but also from my experience in retail. I then went on to a career in selling, and also I had a few small businesses until I decided to go back into retail about 20 years ago when I began supplying decorative lighting to independent retailers around the country, also some department stores such as Harrods and Selfridges, and I was fortunate enough to become a top earner in that industry. I also won the prestigious MAA award for Best Agent of the Year in 2017, and a few years ago I became alarmed about the huge amount of retailers who were struggling to get business, and in some cases were actually closing down their shop. And the main reason for that was because of the rise of the internet giants, who were not only grabbing business from the high street, but there were also a huge amount of customers who were using the high street as a convenient place to look at products, view the products, seek advice and expertise from the staff, and then buy the exact same product online at a fraction of the cost. And I visited hundreds of retailers all around the country, and I found that the same thing was happening every single day. And I decided that something needed to be done about this, and that's why I wrote my book, David and Goliath: How Independent Retailers Can Take on the Giants and Win, in the hope that it would be of some benefit to retailers around the world. Now, the success of that book provided a platform for me to speak to thousands of retailers around the country at various exhibitions. And I discovered that really retailers only have one question on their mind, and that is, how can I get more customers? Or more specifically, how can I get more customers who are willing to pay a fair price for my products and services? And I began thinking about my dad, who was in retail all of his life, and he was well known for transforming failing stores into thriving successes. And yet when he went into his own business, he really struggled. And I often wondered what happened, because did he suddenly lose all of his talents and skills overnight? Well, of course not. But sadly, he died 30 years ago in a car accident, so I never had the opportunity to ask him those questions. But I do know that he had the same problem and challenges that most of you have, and that is, how do you get more customers through the door? And I discovered that there are 3 marketing secrets that can attract new customers to your business without having to spend a fortune on advertising or offering silly discounts. And they are the same principles that helped me to become a top earner in my industry. Now, these 3 marketing secrets will work in any country and in any retail business. They worked when my dad was in retail, and they will work in 100 years' time. And the reason for that is because these principles are universal and everlasting. The 3 most important things that you need to focus on if you want to get more customers is, number 1, knowing where your target customers are shopping right now. In other words, who has the attention of your target audience today? Number 2, knowing how to craft the right kind of messages so that those customers are attracted to you and your business. And number 3, understanding the psychology of what causes those customers to buy and how to convert those leads or customers into sales. These principles won't change whether you're selling on Facebook, LinkedIn, Instagram, whether you're selling online or offline or in your store. So if you want to attract more customers to your store, then you should be focusing 80% of your time and effort on these 3 key principles. Did you know that 74% of high street retailers don't have an active social media presence? And of those who do, 99% of them concentrate all of their posts on themselves and their own products instead of creating tailored solutions for their customers. Now, top retailers around the world understand this, and they focus all of their time and energy on providing solutions for their customers. They create content and conversations that are helpful for their audience without trying to sell them anything. And there's a clue: without trying to sell them anything. But how do you harness the power and automation of social media so that you can have ongoing conversations with your target audience even when you're not in the room? And more importantly, how do you convert those conversations into sales? Well, one thing I've learned about retailers, having worked with them for nearly 20 years, is that they're extremely busy people, and it's virtually impossible to get them out of their showroom for long periods of time. And that's why I created my home study program, so that you can learn the principles and techniques that you will need to attract more customers to your store, and you can do all of that in your own time and at your own pace. And the other thing is that I really want you to be successful. You know, I wasn't able to be there for my dad, but I can be there for you. And that's why we offer ongoing support with our members group, so that you can reach out at any time for help and advice. In fact, we offer free coaching for the first 30 days. We also enroll you in our members only Facebook group, so that you can interact with other retailers, you can share experiences, and you can learn from each other. The other thing is that everything that we teach on our home study course has been tested in the marketplace, and we know that it works. So if there's anything that I've spoken to you about that is of interest to you, if you'd like to get more customers into your business, either in store or online, or if you want to know how to close more sales, or if you just want to expand your business, I'd love to help you to do that. At this stage, you may be unsure if this is for you, or even if this will work for your business, and that's quite normal and understandable. And that's why I'd like to invite you to my webinar, where you can see for yourself how these strategies work and how they can be implemented into your business in a simple and non-techie way. Now, this webinar is totally free, so you'll have the opportunity to test these strategies in your business to see how it works, and then you can make an informed decision whether what I'm telling you will actually work for your business. So in summary, when you attend my free webinar, I'll be sharing my 3-step strategy to help you to attract at least 100 new high quality leads that will more than likely turn into a bunch of great customers. And all you need to do is to click on the link below, so you can register for the webinar and you can join me for a chat and see for yourself if this is for you. And by the way, this webinar will give you real world examples and actionable strategies that you can implement into your business the very next day. And then if you're interested in taking it further and becoming a customer of our home study course and taking advantage of our free 30 days of coaching, I'll be showing you how all of that works at the end of the free webinar. So please go ahead and click on the link below to register your details. Pick a date and a time that suits you, and I look forward to helping you to grow your business by sharing the information in the training. Thank you for watching, and I look forward to seeing you on the webinar. Bye for now.